now to the latest on the war between the U.S. and Iran. Overnight, the U.S.-Israel-Iran war has escalated with new attacks from the Iranian regime. Iran reports they have launched additional drone and missile strikes on neighboring Gulf states and critical infrastructure. Washington claims that the campaign could be longer than they first anticipated. The death toll continues to climb on both sides. In just the past few hours, the Red Crescent Society reported 787 people have been killed by strikes in Iran. Pentagon officials warned that the death toll of American troops will likely continue to rise as the operation in Iran goes on. General Dan Kane, who is chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, said they expect more losses, but they will always try to minimize them. This echoes President Donald Trump offering condolences to the fallen members. At least 6 have died so far, with 18 wounded. Trump mourned the fallen members again at the Medal of Honor ceremony. 2 Iranian drones struck the U.S. Embassy in Saudi Arabia on Monday. According to U.S. officials, the 2 drones hit the embassy compound, causing damages but no reported injuries. The State Department says security protocols are in place and personnel are all accounted for, while officials warn that the situation remains fluid and further escalation is still possible. Secretary of State Marco Rubio released a video message Monday addressing the war.
At my direction, the State Department activated a 24/7 task force, surging personnel and resources necessary to help provide American citizens with up-to-the-minute safety and security information.
Now, if you take a look at your screen, the State Department has this information as travel guidance for any American who is traveling to or from the Middle East now. Protesters in Iowa are speaking out against the U.S. strikes on Iran that were authorized by President Trump. The group of about 100 people marched from the state capitol to the Neil Smith Federal Building on Monday. The protesters called the president's actions unjustified and illegal. They said they'd rather have their tax dollars spent on Medicaid funding, improving water quality, and reducing hunger.
We know that dying for another war in the Middle East is not defending Americans. It is putting those soldiers at risk needlessly, and we should meet the urgent needs here at home.
Congresswoman Marionette Miller Meeks argues the strikes were necessary because Iran's nuclear program is a growing threat. She believes Iranians can finally be free from oppression and free from being killed by their own government.
Iran was not going to give up on its quest and goal to have a nuclear weapon. They were very close to doing that. And the entire international community, including the Middle East, did not think a nuclear-armed Iran was in the best interest of the Middle East, Israel, or the United States.
The protest was organized by several anti-war organizations, including the Party for Socialism and Liberation. Markets tumbled Monday as tensions in the Middle East escalate. Oil prices surged more than 6%, and gas prices are already climbing here at home. The national average is now at $3 a gallon, according to AAA. A key shipping route for about 20% of the world's oil is being disrupted by the war in Iran, which is causing these price hikes. Experts say if the fighting continues, drivers could see prices rise even more.